Ben Affleck is going to be in Aquaman 2. You happy about this, or does this suck?
Very happy.
Are you serious? I was just like, why did we not bury this Batman already? I'm so done with him.
Oh man, I love this Batman. I think Ben Affleck is one of my favorite Batmans, to be honest.
Sicken me.
I think, oh man, dude, no way. I'll never forget the scene on Batman vs Superman where he jumps in that building and just wrecks those guys with the guns and shooting everything. I just love this Batman for the whole, like, I don't give a shit anymore, and he's gonna do whatever he does. That's why I like Ben Affleck's Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, I love it. I want more. What do you call it? Affleck, or how do you say it? Batfleck. Yeah. I want more.
Don't like this Batman, and even if we don't go straight up all Robert Pattinson, which I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't mind. I honestly, if DCEU were to come out, DC came out like, hey guys, you know what? We done fucked up. We're starting over again. Robert Pattinson's our main Batman. We're gonna be building everything off of him. I'm okay with that. Have a plan. You know, you guys definitely didn't make me confident at all. Apparently, The Rock runs DC now. I guess that's just the main plan now going forward. Yeah. I hate this Batman. I hate it so much. Ben Affleck, if you're not having fun playing Batman, don't play him. He's already said he doesn't have fun playing. Why are you still playing him? You know.
And it's like giving us mixed emotions, because that's what I thought too. And he wanted to do things, and like Matt Damon talked him out of, or branching off to doing different things so he could do these stupid ass basketball movies that nobody gives a fuck about or bring any money in.
Nothing.
So do you miss it now, or do you kind of regret that? And you're like, you do realize, like, I mean, I love this. Even the part where he's switching up outfits, he's got the Iron Bat suit on. He's got the one where he's in the sand.
Yeah.
I love this Batman.
I just do not like DC movies at all right now. I don't know.
That's going a little too far, but
it's too far, yeah. Speaking of DC movies, come to find out the Zack Snyder cut, campaign to bring back the Snyder cut. They found out 11% of all the social media posts which were pushing for this was fueled by bots. And what the trick was, like, you're thinking, 11%, that doesn't seem like it's that big. Well, actually, first off, it is big on its own. But secondly, they were posting at peak times, like, hey, everybody gets up at like 7 a.m., 6 a.m. So we'll post about Zack Snyder cut then. Lunch break, post a little bit about that. So what they're doing is they're sparking the conversation for more Snyder cut. Knowing this just recently came out, knowing this, do you think DC is going to be a little bit more careful about following trends? Because there's already like hey, let's start the original Suicide Squad cut. They want that one with the Jared Leto one. What do you think? Are they going to listen to them?
I think well, I enjoyed the Snyder cut. I mean, I already kind of like the original Justice League. So all this one really did was bring
Batman
more.
Fan.
He's actually my third favorite, so I'm not that crazy of a Batman fan. But so all it did was add more to it and gave us fucking finally Darkseid, right?
Yeah.
I didn't think anything that was added was bad. So it's like, if you already like the original, then you'll like this one more. So I'm kind of thankful for the bots, really.
Okay.
And I guess it kind of just depends the price of when that came out, right? Now, reality, we already know that, say, fuck that Jared Leto Joker, right?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if it's bots or not. I hopefully, like, DC's smart enough to be like, nah, we're not gonna do this one. At least with the Justice League one, that was like a universe being built. We finally felt like maybe this was the Thanos now coming into the DC world. And if you're going to bring like the Snyder Cut universe, that's fine. Like you said too, let's just have a plan going forward. And obviously, of course, like you said earlier, San Diego Comic-Con, they gave us comics and like the 2 movies. And it's kind of nice that they talked about the 2 movies that they're actually working on.
Right.
And coming out soon, instead of just a bunch of different titles. But it's almost like I still wanted that layout of a plan.
Just a plan is all I needed. Yeah, that's at least with Marvel. I know what I'm watching for the next 2 years.
It's like Jim Lee's sitting there on that fucking stage on one of the things, and it's like, you were supposed to be the guy. You were supposed to be the Feige. Come on, man.
Well, that's a problem, I think. Is Jim Lee? Let's just be honest, is a god amongst comic book artists. If I were to tattoo my full body by one artist, it would be Jim Lee, right?
Yeah,
he's amazing, but he doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be good at this job. Kevin Feige wasn't necessarily like a comic book artist, comic book writer like that. He's good at this job, and he's a fan of the work. A fan of the work is important for sure, because that's where Kevin Feige knows, like, look, Secret Wars is worth building up, and he's been building it for years already. And he knew, like, the purple guy in the chair will be important. Promise you. 10 years later on, we're watching Endgame. You do need that, but I don't know if Jim Lee's necessarily the right man for the job here. And I don't, as more importantly, Marvel gives Kevin Feige full control. Almost, I've never seen him being stopped by anybody. Marvel or DC and Warner Brothers will never let that happen. They'll never give somebody so much control that they could do what they want. And if they did,
I don't know.
I'm going to throw this out to you. What about James Gunn as the guy who just runs it all?
Oh, fuck. You think, okay, I want to back it up a little bit because you said the whole control thing, but we know that they want a Kevin Feige type person
to
hold
it.
Yeah. So if they do that, then they have to give him that control. Now, let's just say they gave the control to James Gunn. He makes great of a one style movie. Suicide Squad, like Guardians of the Galaxy. True. But can you have that style for everything?
And Peacemaker.
Yeah, okay. So he takes which Peacemaker did bring a ragtag type of group together, and then differences, and then they, come out ultimately working together for the mission. Can he do that with a single person like Superman? I don't know.
I don't know about Superman, but I would love to see a James Gunn Batman. Especially if you're going to start bringing in Bat Family, which is something that's never been tapped properly, and really is the next level for Batman that I don't think mainstream even knows exists.
I guess it just depends if he's that type of fan too, like what you're saying with Kevin Feige. But then it's like, okay, if you took the Bat Family, more of a darker, more serious crew,
right? Red Hood, yeah.
Are we gonna get like shitty ass like little Robin, fucking gonna tell jokes or something,
Yeah, but if it's Damian Wayne Robin, my favorite Robin, where he's like talking shit to people, wouldn't you love it if you have like hardcore Red Hood, hardcore Nightwing, and then you got a 12-year-old who's like, "You man," like I'm in.
That's funny, but I'm a Tim Drake fan myself, so I need to see. I like to see him as Robin. Yeah, but
and he could show up. He's got that new costume, the brown costume. He is like his own Robin now. That's his own thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Just give us some direction, good. Gosh darn it. So
I'm thinking, DC needs to figure something out. I'm just not happy with what they're doing. I don't think anybody really is.